Okay, let's learn how to dismantle a PC. Okay, for this we need a computer or PC and a screwdriver set. So the first stage is we have to turn off the buttons and we have to disconnect the back panel connectors of the computer. So we have to disconnect power supply. Okay, we have to disconnect the VGA which connects our monitor. If latest monitor is there, HDMI will be there. Okay, and this is our RJ45 internet connector. This is keyboard and mouse USB ports. So our back panel connector. Okay, the third stage is we have to keep the machine on a table and we have to discharge this static energy. Okay, so it's a running machine, all the power connectors are removed but still current will be there. So we have to remove that current because we are going to touch the motherboard. So in this case we have to hold the power button for 20 seconds. After that we have to remove the cabinet. We have to remove the side cover which should be opposite of the motherboard. So our connectors are here, means the opposite side is this one, and we'll be having a slider here. Okay, we have to slide that. Before that we have to remove two screw. Okay, so once this is removed, so we have to disconnect all the connectors. Okay, so let's disconnect one by one. So to speed up this video, I have already removed the screws. Okay, so this is our hard disk drive. Here our partition will be there, C drive, D drive, our operating system will be here. So we have to remove this screws and we have to remove this power cable. So this is SATA 15 pin SATA connector. Okay, it's a power supply SATA. So this is SATA power cable because this one is coming from our smps. This is a power supply now. So this is SATA power cable, and one more cable is here. This is called SATA data cable which connects to our motherboard for data transmission, sending and receiving. So we have to disconnect this by pressing this lock. Okay, after this we have to remove the screws. So this is our hard disk. Here we have to look for three things. One is the brand. Okay, one is the brand. Second is the size of this hard disk drive. This is capacity of 160 GB. Okay, and one more thing will be there about the speed, the RPM. You can see the RPM here, 7200 RPM. Okay, this is old hard disk drive. So after this, so we have only one hard disk here. If two hard disks are there, means we have two SATA connectors here. Okay, next we have to remove the main motherboard power supply connector. So this is our main motherboard power connector. It is of 24 pins. For latest motherboard we use 24 pin. For older motherboard we use 20 pin. So for we can disconnect this. See, this is attach and detachable. If old motherboard is there, we can use this 20 pin. If a newer motherboard is there, we can connect this to this 20 pin plus 4 pin, 24 pins, and you can use this for newer motherboard. After this we have one more 4 pin auxiliary. So this is 4 pin auxiliary. Yellow means plus 12 volt, black means ground. This is 4 pin auxiliary which powers the processor. Okay, processor need 12 volts. For that yellow cable is here. If 8 pin auxiliary is required, we have to connect these two together and make this as 8 pin auxiliary. Okay, so we have multiple colors here. This multiple color means multiple color code and multiple voltage will be there. Okay, after removing these connectors, as you can see, I have already removed the smps. We have to remove 4 screws here, so the smps will be coming out. And this is our smps. Okay, so to disconnect motherboard, there are screws. One screw here, one screw here, one screw here, and one screw here. Okay, if you remove those connectors, the motherboard will come out. Okay, So these white cables are USB, front panel USB. Okay, so USBs are here, front panel USB and back panel USBs are manufactured in motherboard itself. Okay, so we have to remove them. Okay, after this all the cables are removed. Before removing motherboard, we have to remove our RAM. So this is a RAM slot. To remove RAM, we have to press this white connectors. Okay, so this is our RAM. Here, as you can see, okay, here you can read that this is a 1 GB PC2 model RAM. Okay, here it is 1 GB and this is PC2, and third is the RAM speed 5300U. Okay, third thing is speed. You have to learn how to read the RAM. After this, so the motherboard is out completely. So in motherboard we have a serial number or a barcode. Using this barcode we can go to the website and understand that maximum processor which suits for this motherboard and maximum RAM we can upgrade to this motherboard. By going to that website, we can understand we can upgrade this motherboard is upgradable or not. If upgradable, what is the maximum processor we can put into this motherboard, and we can understand maximum RAM we can use for this motherboard. Okay, so these are this is our processor fan. Below this there is a processor heat sink. Below that there is a processor. Okay, so next thing is this is PCI slot. And this is our BIOS chip. Okay, here we have bridges, north bridge and south bridge, CMOS cell. This is our 24 pin main motherboard power connector, RAM slots. Okay, processor fan power. Okay, and this is SATA connectors. Okay, for hard disk. And you can see the USB ports, front panel USB, back panel USB ports. And okay, so these are audio ports. Okay, for audio in, audio out, and microphone in. And this is RJ45 for internet, USB. This is VGA port for display. This is PC2. This is old version which is not available in today's motherboard. And this is our 4-pin auxiliary for processor power supply. Okay, this is PCI slots. If one of these connectors are not working, if audio is not working, we don't need to purchase a new motherboard. We can use an audio card here and we get an audio port here, so we can use that audio ports. If our internet port is not working, we can use a LAN card here and we get a LAN port here. We can connect our LAN cable here and you can use that. You don't need to purchase a new motherboard. If video card is not working, USBs are not working, DVI, HDMI, Thunderbolt ports, if these ports are not working, we can use a card here and you can utilize the PCI slot. You don't need to purchase a new motherboard. For assembling, we have to do the reverse thing. That's it. Okay, thank you.